Since you've been here, have you figured out or learned what kind of team you need to have around you to get to where you want to go? Like, you've had a lot of different teammates cycle through here, a lot of different styles of play. Have you come to any kind of conclusions about what kind of group needs to be here to get the job done?
Yeah. Consistency. That's really all I demand. I think I mentioned in the past, if you keep switching guys every 1 year, 2 years, I don't think that takes you anywhere. If you look at, some of the teams that have won, most of those guys have been together for a while. So I think for me, it's all about consistency. You can go back through the years, especially when we actually started getting better, the Jimmy year. I mean, we had him for half a year, and then, JJ, the next summer, they were gone. And then we had James for 1.5 years, and then gone. So I think for me, it's not necessarily about, which type of player. I think it's about, just, consistency, having played with the same guys for a couple of years. Everybody knows, what they have to do, where to be. They understand what it takes, the culture, yeah.
Hey, Joel. This summer's been obviously very busy for you. You've been had a lot of FaceTime, which is something that you're not normally prone to do in the off season. And you've also spent a lot more time with your teammates, it appears, kind of off the court, bonding. Just why was that so important for you to do this summer?
It was important. I mean, big summer for us. I think, I don't remember the last time we had an opportunity to go into the summer and, add someone like PG and, some of the other guys that we added. So I think, a little bit of recruiting, a little bit of playing, which never happened in the past. So I think, and just being around. We got a lot of new guys, so I think it's also important to just be around and, make sure, everybody understands each other and, each other's tendencies on and off the court, and and then just go from there.
Joel, we all just got the news about Dikembe Mutombo, and for someone like yourself, you just spent time at the UN talking about growing the game in Africa. Can you articulate a little bit about what he has meant to you as a big man, as someone from the same continent, and what it feels like to sort of carry the torch from players like him as you move on in your career on and off the floor?
Yeah, I mean, I just heard about it. My condolences to, his family. So it's a sad day, especially for us Africans and really the whole world, because, other than what is accomplished on the basketball court, I think he was even better off the court. Those are some of the guys. He's one of the guys that I look up to as far as, having an impact, not just on court, but off the court. He's done a lot of great things. He did a lot of great things, for a lot of people. So, I mean, that's, it was a role model of mine. So, yeah, like I said, it is a sad day, and yeah.
Joel, can you just speak to, I guess, the excitement that you guys have this season, comparable to years in the past? Like media day, you guys were always being asked, well, how come Ben doesn't want to play? Or what's up with Ben? Well, last year, what about, James Harden? Now you guys have PG and a new roster, and everybody's talking about championship or possibly contending. Can you just speak to that?
I mean, it is extremely important to go into camp, obviously, without any negativity or outside noise. Obviously, the last few years, we've had a lot of those. So I think, like I said, it's extremely important. But I think, with the team that we built this year, and it's not just about this year. I see this as a, long-term thing. Obviously, I want to finish my career here, and you know, I just extend it. I think, you know, at least, you know, PG signed a 4-year deal. Who knows, you know, if he still wants to play after. But I think we got a pretty good opportunity to, you know, be consistent, which is something that I just talked about. You know, and we have a lot of new guys, so, you know, got to get everybody on the same page. And it's going to take time. There might be growing pains, but I think we got guys that just fit on and off the court. And, you know, that's what you need, you know, when it comes to team building and culture. So, you know, I'm excited to, you know, just go out there and, you know, kind of, you know, my job, I feel like this year is to empower those guys, you know, especially Tyrese. I think, you know, there's another step he can take, and he's going to take it. I think my job is to just go out there and, you know, just let him be, you know, the guy, because I know that, you know, at some point it's when, you know, when it comes down to it, he's going to come in handy. So, you know, same thing with Paul. You know, just, you know, and, you know, some of the other guys that, you know, that we added, Caleb, you know, Gershon, you know, so, and, you know, we added a lot of guys. Feels like we have a brand new team, so.
And a follow-up question, can you just speak to your health? Like, in your knee, you also look like you're in pretty good shape. Did you shed some lbs, lose weight, and yes, how's your knee holding up right about now?
I'm all right. Think I lost about 25, 30. So, yeah, I still got ways to go. Still wanna lose more, but it's a process. I think for me, and you know, Dell would tell you this. You know, as soon as we lost last year, I just texted him. I was like, we gotta do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason I'm healthy. So this year is all about, you know, there's no agenda, there's no all-star, there's no, you know, all-NBA, there's none of that. It's whatever it takes to, you know, make sure that, you know, I get to that point and, you know, I'm ready to go, because I believe, you know, for the past, you know, basically every single year of my career, I've been hurt in the playoffs. So I think, you know, that's the goal. And, you know, it's all about doing whatever it takes to get there. And, you know, physically, you know, I'm okay. I don't feel, you know, like I'm not where I want to be. And I know you know, that I got their support, and they all want the same thing. So, you know, until, you know, I'm at that point where, you know, they feel like I'm ready to go, I'm sure they're gonna hold me back. So I think, like I said, focus is on whatever it takes to, you know, get to that stage and be healthy, because I believe, you know, with the guys that we have, and, you know, with what I can bring to the table, I have a pretty good chance.
Hey, Joe. You just kind of mentioned like the whole new roster and just everything else. I guess just from a basketball standpoint, like when you look at a guy like Caleb, Reggie, you know, Gershon, what they can bring to the table, I guess, like, what do you kind of see as you being the leader and the star of this team right now?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, my job this year and what I really want to focus on is empowering these guys. And, you know, there's, like I said, I will do it when I have to. You know, if it means, you know, I have to score some points at some point, then I'm going to do it. But, you know, most of the time, like, I really want to focus on, you know, just, you know, really let the game come to me. I think in previous years I've had to do it because we didn't have, you know, necessarily the manpower to, you know, just for me to kind of take that step back and, just to put us in a position to win. But I feel like this year with the guys that we added, you know, Paul, you know, that guy over there taking another step, you know, Caleb, Gershon, what am I forgetting? Eric, you know, we added a lot of guys. You know, Kyle is back. So I think, you know, I guess. But, that's my job this year, and then really fit in, when I'm needed.
Joel, your experience in the Olympics this summer, what exactly did that teach you about this mentality of being able to defer is not the right word, but kind of support around Tyrese Maxey and Paul George and enable them to kind of lead the show?
I would say it was great, but I don't think he's anything I didn't know before. Even before the Olympics, and that was my mindset anyways. That's what I wanted to do. Like I said in the past, felt like I've had to do it, and then this year, I don't think I'm gonna have to do it, unless I have to do it. So, I really have a lot of confidence in these guys to figure it out, and for me to just use myself as a decoy to allow them to just be themselves and be good at what they do best. So I think, like I said, it was fun. Winning. I finally won something. I finally got past the I finally got to the conference finals, and I won something. So that was fun. But yeah, it was a great experience. So winning is great. So as long as we win. It doesn't matter what the role is, and what I did. That's what matters.